It's Thursday. I'm just out doing a little recovery run, 5 miles, 8k. So these recovery runs are just really important in the context of your week. On Tuesday I did 18 kilometers. Yesterday I did a half marathon, 21k. Thursday, today, Friday, again a bit more of an endurance session with some speed work thrown in, sort of 5 or 6k at marathon tempo. So this run today is just all about just going out and just running a really slow pace. Pace doesn't really matter at all. I'm just literally chugging round, just doing, as I say, 5 miles, just to get some, it's almost active recovery. So then I can then go and do my session tomorrow, and then Sunday is the long run as normal. I mean, this is something I've been guilty of in past training cycles, is doing lots of runs just at a similar pace. So say zone 2 heart rate between 140 and 145. It's a very quick way to plateau, where you just do everything at the same pace. I mean, certainly for the last few years now, I've just been doing stuff fast, steady, slow. So that if you look at your week as a whole, then every run is doing something, whether you're recovering or you're just building endurance or you're just trying to add some speed and intensity. Every run does something different, which again just keeps your running more interesting, because if you're doing everything at the same pace, whether that be everything really slow or everything really fast or whatever it may be, you're just gonna plateau and you're just gonna max out running at that speed. So just to follow up on what I was talking about earlier, it's really important that you know what pace you're going to run every different run. Again, using a pace calculator, we'll put in that you're looking to do the marathon in 4 hours. So if I go through the different types of workouts, different types of runs, and just give you an idea of what you should be running each of your runs at. Easy pace is between 6:37 and 7:14 per kilometre. So again, that's quite a big window there. And then your moderate runs and your long runs go to an upper limit of 6:56 per kilometre. And then your speed workout comes down even more, 5 minutes per kilometre and 5:13. So let's just for argument's sake go for the upper limit of that. So it's 7:14 down to speed workouts, which is 5:13. That's 2 minutes difference. That's it. Over a kilometre, that's a huge amount. That's a very big difference. Even between your long runs. So again, let's go for the upper end of your long run, 6:56 per kilometre down to 5:13 for your speed workouts. That's a huge difference, and it's very easy to get sucked in just to doing everything at sort of a moderate pace, medium pace, rather than just looking at your training plan just week by week and then looking at each run and understanding what each run is designed to do. So say you have 5 runs during the week, 2 of them might be recovery sessions, 2 of them might be endurance sessions, steady sessions, and then you'll have a speed session built in there as well, which is high intensity and should be a lot lower mileage. And it's just really getting an understanding of what each of these runs do during your training cycle to deliver you to the start line as fit as you can be. It is one of those weird things with running slowly. And it's a comment I see quite a lot, where people just sort of say, oh, I can't run that slow, or I struggle to run that slow. Which, I mean, and again, I've been guilty of it. From just having a little bit more perspective and experience and understanding that those recovery runs are really important to get your body in a state where you can do better endurance runs or better speed sessions simply because you've rested and recovered well. And say today, for instance, my run was extremely steady, extremely easy. I don't really feel like I've done a huge amount of exercise today because of that, and I feel absolutely fine and fresh and ready to go for a little bit of a session tomorrow. That's how it should feel. It seems to me that people sometimes struggle to run, and I think this is more of a mental thing, where you go out, you might think, well, I'm feeling good, I can push on, rather than just accepting that what you're doing, although it might feel like you're not putting in much effort, it might feel boring, or you might just feel sluggish, or whatever it is. But then what this is doing is allowing you to recover better for the rest of the week. I think it just takes a certain amount of confidence and a certain amount of experience in a way, just to say, okay, I know I'm going out for an easy run today. Pace doesn't matter. I'm just going out for a nice easy run. I'm just going to recover well. I do think it's a bit of a mental adjustment that you can make. For instance, if you're there thinking, well, I can't put up a slow run on Strava, or I don't want people seeing me run slowly on social media, or anything like that, I would say that's the wrong type of motivation, because as part of a proper, rounded and holistic marathon training cycle, you have to build in all these runs, slow, medium, fast. Look at the Kenyan Shuffle. They do a lot of runs at a very low intensity. We'd all love to run at a Kenyan low intensity speed, but you get the idea that it is really important to let your body adapt, and let your mind adapt as well. Just going out for like a 5 mile pootle, you can just switch off mentally and just enjoy the scenery, enjoy the run. The more you read up about these things, 80-20 running is, I'll come on to that because that's something that's very popular. I'll do a different video talking about that. But especially if you're a bit older, a lot of emphasis when you're training should be on how well you're recovering and trying to keep your training as low stress as possible.